All right, Khan. All right, Shalom. What's going on, Israel? All right, so today's topic, we're going into how to deal with anger. Right, today's topic, we're going into how to deal with anger. Because we understand our people deal with anger a lot, man. Right? So I want to start off with this first precept. You reading? Right? See exactly where I wanted it. Get Ecclesiastes 7 and 9.
This book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 9. And it reads, "Say not, God will look upon the multitude of my
Ecclesiastes.
So like it.
That's all right.
Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 9.
Right?
And it reads, Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry.
What the Lord say?
Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry.
Right, so the Lord said, be not hasty in your spirit to be angry. Right, read on.
For anger resteth in the bosom of fools.
Right, because if you're hasty to be angry, that means you're not in control of your spirit. And the Lord said, anger resteth in the bosom of a fool, man. So you can't be quick to be angry in this thing, man. Right, you got to be patient when you're in this truth, man. You can't, hate your brother, hold a grudge with a brother because 5 years ago he stepped on your shoes, man. That's going off.
Right.
So you can't be hasty to be in your anger.
I got precept.
Gone.
Shalom.
Shalom.
This is Sirach chapter 27, verse 30. And it reads, Malice and wrath, even these are an abomination, and the sinful man shall have them both. Right? If you full of malice and wrath, then wisdom is not going to dwell, neither will it sup with you. Pursuing the wisdom of Solomon 1 and 4. I'm going to get a real quick. It's Wisdom of Solomon chapter 1, verse 4. For into a malicious soul wisdom shall not enter, nor dwell that is in the body subject unto sin. And we just read it again in Sirach 27 and 30. Malice and wrath, even these are an abomination, and the sinful man shall have them both. So if you're full of wrath and malice, then wisdom will not dwell within you. And you ain't going to make it too far.
Precept. Right, like the brother's bringing out, man. You got to know how to control your spirit in this thing, right? Speaking from experience, man. When you let your emotions get control of you, right? All hell break loose, man. Right, give me Proverbs chapter 16, verse 32. Right, and as men of the Lord, we got to be, cool, calm, and collective, as they say. Calculated. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 32.
Proverbs chapter 16, verse 32.
Right.
And it reads, He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty.
Hey, you're better than a mighty man if you're slow to anger. Right? You're better than a man of strength. This man might lift weights, right, 24/7, 7 days out the week for 10 hours every day. Right? He kind of cut up. Right? He kind of like that,
right,
man. But guess what? You're better than that man, right? Because he might be faint-hearted, He might be emotional. He can't control himself, right? But the Lord said you're better than that man because you can control your spirit. Read on. There's more on that.
Verse 32.
Yeah.
He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh a city.
Then he that taketh a city. And that's a mighty act to take a whole city. Okay, now give me Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 11.
The book of Proverbs chapter 29, verse 11.
Salakia, give me Proverbs chapter 14, verse 29.
Proverbs chapter 14, verse 29.
Yep.
And it reads, He that is slow to wrath is of great understanding.
The Lord said you're of great understanding if you're slow to wrath, right? You don't have to get upset and uptight and mad all the time, man. Right? It's a time and a place. You got to know how to control your anger. Right? Read on. Now, you have to have righteous indignation and hatred and anger for the so-called white man. But when it comes to your people, when it comes to being within your household, you have to be gentle. Right? You have to be calm. You have to be patient. You have to be temperate. Read on.
He that is slow to wrath is of great understanding, but he that is hasty of spirit exalteth folly.
You see that? The Lord said you exalt folly if you're hasty of spirit. Right? And we all have met brothers like that, that's hasty of spirit. They can't control themselves. They cussing up a storm. Right? They getting up. They getting mad. They want to fight. They trying to get carnal. We all met brothers and sisters like that. And they don't make it too far. Right? They end up in prison or they end up shot dead in the damn street. Right? Give me Proverbs chapter 13 and verse 3.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 13, verse 3. He that keepeth his mouth keepeth his life.
See that? So you got to know how to keep your mouth in his truth. Read on.
But he that openeth wide his lips shall have shall have destruction.
Shall have destruction, man. Right? So you want to make sure you controlling what you say. Right? As the scriptures say in the Apocrypha, you got to put up gates and bars upon thy mouth, roughly paraphrasing. Right? So what you say can get you jammed up. Right? What you say can get you killed, can get you beat up, right? Can get you in prison. They even tell you that in Esau court of law. What you sign can and will be held against you. What you say can and will be held against you.
That's right.
Right? And that's likewise with the Heavenly Father. Every idle word that men shall speak, they should give an account thereof in the day of judgment.
That's right.
That's where Esau got that from. That's where he got his laws, his system, his judges, everything, his court system. He got it from the scriptures.
Precept too. You
know
know
what
that's Sirach 19 and 16.
Sirach chapter 19, verse 16.
Right?
And it reads, there is one that slippeth in his speech, but not from his heart.
Right, because when you speak out of anger, hey man, you're not even really thinking damn straight. That's what I was saying. Like, you know, there's people that's, you know, you slip up and say some things you weren't supposed to say, man.
Right.
But that idle word is still gonna be judged upon you. Right? Read on.
Right.
And who is he that hath not offended with his tongue?
Right. And the Lord said, hey, we all offended with our tongue. This is why we always have to repent, man, for our actions. Right. And give me Proverbs 15 and 1.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 15, verse 1. A soft answer turneth away wrath.
The Lord say,
a soft answer turneth away wrath.
Right. You ain't always got to get the last word, man. You ain't always got to, you know, it's something called being a bigger person, man. Right. You don't always have to go tit for tat with somebody, man. Right? That's actually, matter of fact, give me Proverbs real quick, 26.
That's what even the world do.
In verse 5 or 4. Yeah, kind of. That's what even the world do, man. Always got to get the last word. And sometimes a soft answer turns away wrath. You don't have to go tit for tat with somebody all the time, man. Right?
That's right.
You just go stir up that wrath. And now you found to be a striker, man, because you stirring up wrath, right? Bring that up.
Proverbs 26 and 5. According to his, it's like an answer according to his folly.
Answer
it's like
verse 4.
Verse 4. Answer not a fool according to his folly, lest thou also be like unto him.
Right, so you're going to be likened unto a foolish man if you're answering him according to his folly, man.
Right.
Right, so you're going back and forth with this woman or this striker of man, and now you look like a fool, man, because you're going back and forth, and they speaking out of emotions and anger. You're supposed to be calm and collected, right?
Kind of got a precept. Can you give me Proverbs chapter 12 and verse 16?
The book of Proverbs, chapter 12, verse 16. And it reads, a fool's wrath is presently known.
The scriptures say a fool's wrath is presently known. Right? You know when a foolish man is wrathful. Right? He cussing out everybody. He got a big-ass bottle of vodka in his hand. Right? He can't control himself. Right? He beating up people in the party. A fool's wrath is presently known. Read on.
But a prudent man covereth shame.
But you a prudent man, you going to cover your shame. Right? Dawood, look up that word prudent. Because these are attributes that us as men of the Lord has to have.
Switch it to the, the screen record.
Right? You have to be prudent.
Through the Spirit.
Right? Prudent. Acting with or showing care and thought for the future. Right? So you have to think about the consequences, man. Right? I had a teacher in 6th grade. He used to always tell me that. Think about the consequences. Right? right? Because, hey, man, every action or everything that you do has a consequence, whether good or bad, right?
That's
Whether
right.
you know it or not, right? And the Lord will judge you for your wickedness. The Lord will judge you for being wrathful, right? That's a sin against the Lord, man, to be wrathful all the time, to be angry, to be hasty, right? Letting the sun go down upon your wrath, as it states in Ephesians chapter 4, verse 29. One more real quick, King. I just want to read a couple synonyms. Wise, well judged, judicious, shrewd, advisable, well advised, sensible, farsighted, circumspect, right? Forehanded, cautious, careful, right? So these are things that we have to be in the truth, man. The scriptures say be careful for nothing in the book of Philippians chapter 4 and verse 6, right? So you always got to be on your P's and Q's, man. You got to foresee Satan coming, and you got to hide yourself, right? You got it, brother.
I got 2 precepts. The first one will be Proverbs 21:23, and then the next one, Proverbs 25:28.
Con.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 21, and verse 23. Whoso keepeth his mouth and his tongue keepeth his soul from troubles.
That's plain upon tables. Whoso keepeth his mouth and his tongue keepeth his soul from troubles, right? You have a lot of you won't have a lot of troubles if you know how to keep your soul and your tongue, man. Right? Keep reading. Oh, you wanted another one, King?
Yeah, the Proverbs 25:28.
Con, I got you after this, King.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 25, and verse 28. He that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls.
Like a city broken down and without walls, right? You don't want to have a city that's broken down and without walls, because anybody could come infiltrate, right? Anybody could come overthrow that city, man, right? So if you a man that don't deal with wit and intelligence and know how to control your spirit, you're going to be all over the place. People going to take advantage of you because they know all I got to do is get under this man's skin, push his buttons, and all hell going to break loose. Right? And Esau do that to Jake all the time, especially at the workplace.
Right.
Right? Because they know you're going to get irate, angry, mad, and guess what? They're going to get you jammed up, and they're going to call you in that damn office the next day, and they're going to give you that paperwork. Say, we no longer need you here no more. Why? Because you got mad. You got irate. You kind of start cussing them out, right? You kind of threaten them. Meet me outside, cracker, right? Now you got jammed up. You got to know how to control your spirit, man. Even when dealing with Esau.
Yeah.
You know? Because Esau, man, you know, he get under your skin, man.
Yeah, you try to see what type of nigga you are.
He know how to push your buttons. He might call you a boy.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey.
He might pat you on the head, right? You got to stay in the spirit, man.
At my old job, the manager, the super boss, so whatever you want to call him, superintendent.
They call him the big boss.
Yeah, the big boss.
That's what Jake in the world said.
Right? Jake knocked down the wrong wall, because this is construction, right? They knocked down the wall wrong.
Right.
And he said, "You niggers." And he's talking to older Jake in their 40s, their 50s. They got kids, families, dogs, insurance, all of that. Yeah. And Jake just said, okay. I had to kind of keep it moving, man. Damn. I said, why you don't say nothing? He said, you got to deal with it. This is coming from older Jake. I was like, damn, that's sad.
Damn. Yeah,
now, they could have went off and kind of threw up their dukes, called them cracker, called them honky, bywords and spit in his face. But they said, you got to keep it moving. Yeah, we need this job. That's what they told me.
That was patience.
That was patience.
Say in Baruch chapter 4, verse 25, suffer patiently the wrath that is brought upon Yahweh. Right? So we got to suffer the judgment of the so-called white man. We got to suffer him calling us niggas and spicks, right? And spitting upon us, yelling at us at the job, right? Keep looking down at this clock. You're moving too slow. You're moving too slow. Right? We got to deal with that, man.
Yeah. Esau be doing that. Yeah. We got to keep it going. Keep it going. I'm like, all right, damn. This is right, 10 and 18. Right. Pride was not made for men, nor furious anger for them that are born of a woman. So you didn't come out the womb so you can be off super angry, right? The Lord didn't, predestine you to be angry all the damn time. Yeah. That'll shorten your life, and that's in Iraq as well.
Yep. So what, 30?
Yep, it's in the 30s. 30 or 31, right?
And no one wants to be around a man that's mad all the time. Every time he come around his
Like-
brother, he muggle. Oh, he always negative, right? I hate this. I hate this. Hey, brother, get away from me, man. Right? You have a negative and evil spirit on you.
I found it.
You got it.
I found it. This is Sirach 30 and 24. Envy and wrath shorten the life, and carefulness bringeth age before the time. And you know, sometimes if you get stressed, you can get sick. So if you get angry all the time, hey, that'll shorten your life as well. Because that's the spirit, right? You damaging your body and your mind, you know? And that obviously that shortens your life, you know?
I was gonna say.
A cheerful and good heart will have care of his meat and diet, you know?
Yeah, and that's on a physical level and also on a spiritual level. Right? You got to watch what you eating, and you have to watch what you intaking as well. Right? For example, you don't want to listen to damn drill music, right? As soon as you wake up in the morning, before you pray, before you wash your face and brush your teeth, you turn on some damn Chief Keef, right? Or you turn on some whatever the hell they listen to, right? And now you got a rage demon on you all throughout the day, right? Now you a lion in your household, right? Now you damn flipping the TV, right? Now you're throwing plates. That's not what I wanted, right? Now you're doing everything evil, man. Right, so know how to control your spirit in this truth. Nabard, you got it, brother. Proverbs chapter 19, verse 11. Con, you got it too. Got you after this.
Proverbs chapter 19, verse 11. Bear with me. And it reads.
And Salakia, this is important, man. This is an important lesson. You know, we make jokes out of it, but this is serious stuff, man.
Brother.
Right? If you don't know how to control your anger, brother, you might not make it, man. Right? Proverbs chapter 20, Salakia, Proverbs 19:11.
Book of Proverbs chapter 19, verse 11.
Right?
The discretion of men, it's like the discretion of a man deferreth his anger, and it is his glory to pass over a transgression.
It is his glory to pass over a transgression. So that's a man's glory, right? When you stay in the spirit, when you be patient, you kind of pat yourself on the back, man, when you stayed in the spirit. I see back in the day, I would have handled it like this, X, Y, and Z, but now I'm a changed man, right? And you kind of pat yourself on the back and give yourself a hand clap because you passed over that transgression.
The book of Sirach, chapter 27, verse 13. And it reads, the discourse of fools is irksome, and the sport of sluggy. And their sport is in the wantonness of sin.
And that's true, man. When you out there in them highways and byways, you dealing with a fool, he a scoffer. He just won't let up, right? Well, I believe last week we had a scoffer. He kept walking away and coming back. He kept walking away and coming back. It was irksome, right? Keep reading. It's in their sport is the wanton of sin, meaning they have fun in that, right? That's their play, right? To scoff and to irk men, right? Keep reading.
You know, real quick, we dealt with that the other day. That scoffer, you know, whoever was in Campus Martius, he was a nigga. That was him. That's him. But verse 14. The talk of him that sweareth much maketh the hair stand upright, and their brows make one stop his ears.
It said their brows make one stop his ears.
Yeah, that was him, man.
Yeah. And their brows, that's their words. That's their argumentation, right? All that stuff make you want to stop your ears. That's why you tell Jake, brother, just get the hell up the street, man. Just keep walking, man. We don't want to deal with you, right? It say the strife of the proud is bloodshedding, and their revilings are grievous to the ear. See that? So the strife of the proud is bloodshedding, right? Because if you got two proud men arguing, it's going to end up in a fight. It may be a shootout. Nowadays, Jake don't fight no more. Let's just put it out there like that, right? Yeah, Jake want to kill and murder, and Jake see blood, man. Right? Some Jake say, look, I blacked out. Brother, how the hell you black out, man? Right? That's a demon
that's
that
a
came
demon.
upon you.
Yeah, that's a demon.
Right?
He got possessed.
Yeah.
Because if you
He
get
said, I don't remember what happened. All I know is I seen blood, I seen red, then I seen black, and then I woke up in prison.
that white hot flash.
You got it, brother. It's a lock.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 9. right? And it reads, "Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry." So the Lord already told us not to be angry, hasty in our spirit to be angry. Like the brother was just reading, it wasn't given to man to be always angry, man. Yeah. For anger rested in the bosom of fools. So you're a fool if you're constantly getting angry for no reason, hastily, man. Yeah. Right? You just quick to be angry, man. Somebody can just get under your skin, man. Right? Let's get Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 29. Like the brother said, that's weak, man. He that is slow to wrath is of great understanding. Right? You're wise if you're slow to wrath, man. Because hey, people can't push your buttons, man. Right? Hey, and when people can't push your buttons, you kind of make them mad, man. Yeah. And that's wise, man.
Hey, what they say in the world, you kill them with kindness.
And you kill them with kindness.
And that's the precept too.
Yeah, it is.
That's in Proverbs.
And it's one that's all right, too.
You know, he said heap coals of fire upon their head. Yeah.
Right.
It's the one I'm thinking of. It's in Proverbs.
I thought it was all right. Yeah, I was just thinking of that precept.
I got one. This is the book of. You got Sirach 27 and 30. Break it up.
Yeah, I brought that out.
Okay.
This is one in Romans 2, 12 and 20. That's when he was precepting. But it's Proverbs 25 and 22.
Give me Proverbs chapter 27 and verse 4.
Okay, you bring that one out. Or, Proverbs 27, 24?
Proverbs chapter 27 verse 4. Salaki.
All right. It's Proverbs 27, verse 24.
Yep.
For riches are not forever.
Proverbs 27 and 4.
Proverbs 27 and verse 4.
Gone.
Wrath is cruel.
What the Lord say?
Wrath is cruel.
Hey, wrath is cruel, man. that's bad. Wrath is cruel. Right? It's okay to be angry. You know, we mortal men, we have emotions and things like that. But wrath, that's a different beast. Right? Wrath is you don't give a damn. Right? You ready to kill something.
Yeah.
Okay, wrath is cruel. Read on.
Wrath, it's like it. Wrath is cruel, and anger is outrageous. But who is able to stand before envy?
See, that's another topic, envy, man. Right, and that's the spirit that a lot of our brothers have. Right, they envy your position in Israel. Right, they may envy all the precepts that you know. Right, they may envy your household. Right, they may envy your damn beard, man. Jake is simple like that.
Yeah. Jake can envy your glasses.
Yeah, Jake can envy your glasses, your wife. Right, Jake envy women in the world, man.
Okay.
That's wicked. Shoes, your clothes.
That's effeminate too, man.
I got that preset. You talking about Proverbs 25?
25 and 22?
Yeah, he started at 21.
Uh,
You can kill him with kindness, man. Go bring that up.
It's Proverbs 25 and 21. If thine enemies be hungry, give him bread to eat.
It's not talking about Esau.
Right.
Right. So don't go out there giving Esau bread when he out there begging and warring, man. Right. Let him starve and be a heroine at it. It's talking about your brother. A brother you know hates you, man. You know he envy you, man.
Right.
If he hungry, you kind of say, I got you, brother. You know I love you, brother. Right. That's what it's saying, right, Reed?
Yeah. If thine enemy be hungry, give him bread to eat. And if he be thirsty, give him water to drink.
Right, Reed?
For thou shalt heap coals of fire upon his head, and the Lord shall reward thee.
Right, so it's like a damn coals of fire being burnt on his head because you're killing him with kindness, literally. He just burning up, like, dang,
I hate nice.
Why is he being nice? Yeah. I hate this guy. Like,
I can't get to him, man. Right, that show you that you wise, man. Because hey, you have discernment that the Lord is gonna reward you according to your actions, and that brother, he gonna weigh everything, man.
Right.
It say pride and be not arrogant or proud, because the Lord weighs your actions. That's 1 Samuel 2 and 3, man.
yeah, I actually got a precept too.
I got one after you.
Yeah, something. Titus chapter 1 verse 7.
This is book of Titus, chapter 1, verse 7. 18. For a bishop must be blameless.
Hey, man. Hey, if you desire the office of a bishop, you have to be blameless. Right? You can't be blameless if you're always angry and outrageous. Right? And there's always something going on. Right? You're always a lion in your household. That's not blameless.
Right.
Read on.
As the steward of God, not self-willed, not soon angry.
Not what?
Not self-willed, not soon angry.
Not soon angry. Hey, man, if you desire the office of a bishop, you have to be not soon angry. Right? You can't be so hasty. Right? You hear some bad news, you ready to just go off. Right? You ready to snap. Right? Go 0 to 100. No, brother, you got to examine the matter, cool off, right? Chill out and see what's going on.
I got one before you.
Not soon angry, not given to wine, no striker, not given to filthy lucre, but a lover of hospitality, a lover of good men, sober, just, holy, temperate. Right? The whole looks like it. Look up that word temperate. So these are attributes that you want to have in this truth. To be temperate, to be prudent. Temperate, relating to or denoting a region. That's not it. All right, second one is showing moderation or self-constraint. Self-restrained, restrained, moderate, self-controlled, disciplined. And that's one thing that Jake don't learn in the world, man. That's discipline, right? You don't know discipline. You don't know how to self-control yourself, right? Because a lot of us was brought up without our fathers. You was raised by your mother, right? And your mother is emotional, straight up and down, right? Because she's a woman, man. So that's just what it is, right?
Yeah.
It's just the way the Lord created them, man. And that's no knock on the sisters, but they was, genetically made up that way, right? So, that's that.
It's like I got a precept on killing them with kindness real fast. In the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 18, verse 10.
Oh, did you want to finish this?
Nah, that's it on that.
God.
I got one after you, Kabosh.
I got one before him.
So can somebody bring that out? 1 Samuel 18, real quick. And 10.
1 Samuel chapter 18, verse 10.
Right?
And it came to pass on the morrow that the evil spirit from God came upon Saul.
The evil spirit from God himself, man. Right? So Satan ain't got no power. It's all at the will of the Lord. So the Lord sent the evil spirit on Saul, right?
And he prophesied in the midst of the house. And David played with his hand,
right,
as at other times. And there was given a javelin in Saul's hand.
Right, so Saul had a javelin, a spear in his hand. Right, as David, he just doing his thing, playing the harp, right, minding his own business like he always did. Right, read.
And it reads, verse 11, and Saul cast the javelin.
And he did what?
And Saul cast the javelin.
So he threw a spear at David, read.
For he said, I will smite David, even to the wall with it.
Right, he wanted to have him stabbed up against the wall with this javelin, read.
And David avoided out of his presence twice.
So he tried to do this on 2 separate occasions. Try to kill David, man. Right, read.
And Saul was afraid of David because the Lord was with him.
Right.
And was departed from Saul.
Right. Basically, he was envious. Like I said, who can stand before envy? Because once somebody envies you, man, hey, all hell go break loose.
It's usually over a woman, man.
And this is over the opinions of the women of Israel when you read earlier in the chapter. Right, read. This how you know this Jake, man. All these so-called hood beefs, it all stem at the root over a woman at the end of the day.
Right, Esau don't beef over women, they beef over damn territory.
Right.
Power and money. Jake beefing over a damn baby mother drama, man.
Right, bring it up. Keep reading. Let's see what David was did, though. Keep reading.
Verse 13, therefore Saul removed him from Salakia. Verse 13, therefore Saul removed him from him and made him his captain over 1,000. And he went out and came in before the people.
Right, so he basically made him captain over the army. Basically wanted him to die in battle. Right, read.
Verse 14, and David behaved himself wisely.
No, he tried to fight Saul.
Behaved himself wisely.
He tried to get his get back.
Behaved himself wisely.
Right, read.
In all his ways.
Right.
And the Lord was with him.
Right, so David behaved himself wisely. He knew Saul was trying to kill him, man. But he still held it down and was wise. And Yahweh was with him for that. Right, that's called heaping. And that would make Saul matter, man. Right, that's heaping coals on your enemy right there, man. Saul was his enemy, man. He tried to kill him.
That's Jake in the world. When you shoot at your brother and you don't get him, you get angry. Damn, I ain't get him this time. And next time you see him at the gas station, you shoot at him and he get away. Then you get madder, man.
Yeah.
Right?
Then imagine
plots and schemes. Catch him this time.
Damn, Tom and Jerry.
Imagine soon he see you, that same brother you shot at. He like, hey, what's going on, brother? It's all love, brother. And he dab you up.
Right.
You gonna be like,
And take a picture with you.
Right.
Right?
the hell, you know what I'm saying? I was just trying to kill this guy.
Right.
Now it's just gonna make you Man,
It
that's
make-
gonna heat fire.
Mess
It,
up your
it
head.
make Jake think about his ways too. That's
Yeah.
why when you reading Samuel, when he had him in his hand, David had Saul in his hands. He's like son David, right? Because Saul was thinking about his ways. He was like, dang man, I keep on trying to kill him. He not even trying to kill me back, man.
Right.
He's
I got
like-
that precept for you too.
I got that.
Right,
I got
1 Samuel 24:16. It says, "And it came to pass when David had made an end of speaking these words." Matter of fact, I'm gonna start up. I'm gonna read verse 11. Right, 1 Samuel 24:11. That's the account he going into. It says, "Moreover, my father, see the skirt of thy robe in my hand," because he was asleep, so he cut the skirt of his robe. Right, he basically had it in his hand. Like, look, I could have killed you, man. I had the drop on you. Right, that's how I be taking a picture, showing you a picture. Like, look, man, you was right here at the store. I could have killed you, man.
Well, Jake,
But I didn't.
Jake do that, man. Jake
Right.
take a picture. I was just right there. I seen.
You
Yeah,
see-
Steve had the blue jacket on. I seen.
Right.
Yeah.
That's like you
Got
text
you
you, say,
right
"I'll
there.
see you with your family."
Right. You didn't see me,
right,
nigga.
I let you live.
Right.
He says, "For in that I cut the skirt off the robe and killed thee not. Now thou, and see that there is neither evil nor transgression in my hand, and I have not sinned against thee. Yet thou huntest my soul to take it." So he's saying, you still trying to kill me, and I'm not trying to kill you. So I'm going to jump to 16. It says, "And it came to pass, when David had made an end of speaking these words unto Saul, that Saul said, Is this thy voice, my son David?" Like the brother said. He said, and Saul lifted up his voice and wept. So he thought on his ways, right? He said to David, "Thou art more righteous than I. Thou hast rewarded me good, whereas I have rewarded thee evil."
That's powerful, man.
Yeah, that's mean. Hey,
Fire, man.
it's the Book of John, man. Right.
Yeah, but he
He's still trying to
wicked.
kill him,
For
though.
a moment.
It's the Book of John, chapter 8, verse 6.
Yeah, he just had an evil spirit on him. David spared that man twice, too.
Yeah, David could have took this man out easily. Right? He was no match to David, man.
Yeah.
He said, "You more righteous than me." He crying like, "Is that my son, David?"
And Saul was a lot
Dang,
older
I'm
than David.
sorry, man.
that's how you know it was.
Oh yes, Slocky. Saul was older than David, man. Right? So it's like
he was an older man.
it's like it's like the older generation hating on the younger
That's
generation.
right.
That's pretty much what it is.
That's in that movie, I think with Spike Lee, that Spike Lee joint, School Days or something. Right? Them older generations, it was Samuel Jackson, it was hating on the younger generation. It was, y'all think y'all better than us, huh? Yeah, it was scoffing. That was wicked, man. That was a Saul and David moment, man.
Jake, I had a precept.
But this John 8 and 6.
Uh.
This they said, tempting him, that they might have to accuse him. But Yahushua stooped down and with his finger wrote on the ground as though he heard them not. Now Yahushua is real humble and we know it, right? And this is one of the examples of him being humble. Because he could have went up, he could have rebuked them, brought out the scriptures, this is X, Y, and Z, you wicked. He could have told them they lied. He could have said a lot of stuff. He kind of just, whatever. And played in the sand. You got to move like that, man. If people try to tempt you, which is Satan in this case, you got to kind of, man, whatever.
Yeah, y'all gotta kind of visualize this. They mad. They trying to accuse him. He just drawn in the sand, humming like.
I ain't worried about these guys.
He like, "Sure, ma." He just drawing. Ignoring him, man. You gotta visualize the scriptures because this is
Yeah.
Jake, man. Just like when Pilate, he had him in custody. He said, "Are you the king of the Jews?" Thou sayest. He ignoring him. Just like when Jake, he get arrested. He like,
And
saying
Pilate
that, man.
kind of got upset. He got mad. He got irate. He said,
Yeah,
"Look,
that's
I got the
Luke
power to
23.
kill you right now." He said, "Look, you don't have no power, man."
Right.
He said if it was power given to you, it was from the Lord, man.
That's
He
right.
cut him, man.
Right.
From my father, fool.
Oh, yeah,
Tight.
you got it.
On that.
No, you got it.
Con, just Proverbs 22:24.
Mighty,
Right.
man. Scriptures is fire, man.
Yeah, man. So David was a mighty man, right? And being a mighty man, it's not always about you're going to smite something, right? It's also you controlling your spirit, man. That also goes along with being a mighty man.
And Salakia, even kings, they don't just go out to war.
Yeah.
They make a plan before they go out to war, man.
Exactly. They're
You know?
diplomatic, right? They collect their thoughts, man. Right? They don't just make hasty decisions. Because if you make a hasty decision, that could overthrow a whole congregation or
Yeah.
army. You know. So give me Proverbs 22 and 24.
Proverbs 22 and 24.
Right.
Make no friendship with an angry man.
Salaki, neither do you want to make friendship with an angry man. Right? If you know this man is always angry, always hasty, always bold in his journeys, you don't want to make friendship with that man because he can get you jammed up. Right? And that happens in the world with Jake. Right? You know this brother, he always got a gun on him. Why you going to get in the car with that brother? He always got a gun on him. He always going to rob somebody. He always getting in shootouts, and you just get in the car with him. Right? Then y'all get jammed up. Guess what? You guilty by association.
Right.
Okay? So that's why the Lord say, make no friendship with an angry man. Read on.
And with a furious man thou shalt not go, lest thou learn his ways and get a snare to thy soul.
And that's another dynamic. You can learn this man's ways and get a snare to your soul. Right? Because we pretty much feed off each other's spirit, man. So if you always hanging with an angry and furious man, his spirit is going to hop on you. Right now, it's just a congregation of wicked men. Right?
Brother sharp.
I got a precept too.
I got one after you.
I had
before you
another
real
one.
quick.
Proverbs chapter 4, verse 14.
I have some quick point to make too on all that, man.
I believe that's what I wanted. Proverbs 4:14. Lord willing.
God. Enter not into the path of the wicked.
What the Lord say?
Enter not into the path of the wicked.
Right?
And go not in the way of evil men.
It's playing upon tables. Go not in the way of evil men. One more. Proverbs 13 and 20.
God.
Right? So you got to direct your friendship aright. Right? You want to hang around like-minded individuals. Okay? You got it.
The book of Proverbs chapter 13 verse 20.
Right?
He that walketh with wise men shall be wise.
And that's us. We walking among wise men. Every brother in here is a wise man. You got wise women upstairs. Yeah. So he that walketh with wise men shall be wise. Read on.
But a companion of fools shall be destroyed.
But a companion of fools shall be destroyed. And we see that in the world. Right? Jake forming these different gangs and cliques. And where they at now? Right? All of them either dead or in jail. Right? A companion of fools shall be destroyed.
Just one.
Right? Huh? So you don't want to be a fool in these last days. Neither do you want to be furious and angry, man.
Follow not a multitude to do evil.
Hey, scripture say follow not a multitude to do evil. You got it, brothers.
I wanted to bring out. You had a precept going into this?
Yeah, this is
go ahead.
This is Sirach 8 and 15. Right. Travel not by the way with a bold fellow, lest he be grievous unto thee. For he will do according to his will, and thou shalt perish with him through his folly. And that precept's directly up with what we just brought out in Proverbs, man. And that was my uncle. You know, my siblings and my family would always say, why you not going places with him? Why you don't travel with him? Because whenever he traveled, literally, he ends up in jail or he end up getting in a fight. He always got his gun on him. You know.
Yeah, it's a lot. You know, right. my parents always told you can't just get in the car with everybody, man. Right? You gonna get jammed up, man. That's important. That's serious, right? So yeah, man. That was a wise decision.
It's because people can't hear it online, but he talking about the boys in the hood reference where he basically said, let him out the car. Right, that was wisdom, man.
Yeah, and
right?
Salakia, Doughboy came up to him the next day. He said, look, I know why you got out the car, man. Right, first he didn't really quite understand it. Like, man, this guy, he ain't riding. Right, but then he came up to him the next day. Okay, I understood why you got out that car. Right, because he knew it's like it's like a constant cycle. Right, you kill my brother, I kill your brother, you come kill me, and it keeps continuing on and on.
And it's like one quick point: they all end up dying, but Trey he end up living.
Right. They got killed the next week. Right. So that goes to show you, man. You know, that's the curses as well, but that's another topic for another day.
Gotta get Proverbs 1 and 10.
About to go into the curses.
Just to land me back on what brother's bringing out real fast. Then I had some points I wanted to make going into, you know, not being hasty to be angry. But, yeah, bring this out. It's just, you know, watching who you hang around. Don't be around angry or wicked, evil men. Right, bring that out.
My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not.
Right, so if sinners entice you to do some wickedness, it says don't consent to it. Read.
If they say, come with us, Let us wait for blood.
Right, let us wait for blood, read.
Jake say.
Let us lurk privately for the innocent without cause.
Right, let us rob let us rob somebody, man.
Hit a
I
lick.
heard the brother Araya talking about a story when he was younger. He said he heard brother say, the next nigga I see, I'm gonna rob him. Like that's them kind of brothers, right, read?
God. Verse 12. Let us swallow them up alive as the grave,
Right, read.
and whole as those that go down into the pit.
Read.
We shall find all precious substance.
They talking about robbing somebody, literally, read.
We shall fill our houses with spoil.
Read.
Cast in thy lot among us. Let us all have one purse.
Right, let us rob somebody. Right, they plotting. Basically, he's saying don't consent to men plotting to rob the innocent, right, without cause. Right, so you got to avoid these bold fellows, man. These people got a lot of anger and hatred within their spirit, man.
Deep rooted hate.
Hey,
Right?
quick
Swords.
point. I remember like a year ago, too, who was at the transit, and an old lady, she dropped $1, and Jake ran up and snatched it. I said, hey, get that $1 back. He kind of ran. He kind of kept walking.
That's wicked.
That was bad.
I don't even remember that.
That's
That's awful.
evil as hell, man.
But
See, that's the spirit
but I
of
wanted to get some. I just wanted to land me back off that. But I wanted to bring out some precepts. Quick precepts. Get Jeremiah 10 and 24. Because hey, who can we learn from more than Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah about anger, right? Because he's not gonna act any different than he would tell us to act, because he is the word. So bring this out.
It's just like in Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 24. O Lord, correct me, but with judgment, not in thine anger, lest thou bring me to nothing.
Right, so he's saying, hey, correct me, but don't correct me in your anger. Don't correct me when you're at the height of your anger, because I know you can destroy me. And we should all move that same way. You don't want to, come to your brother at the peak of your anger. You want to calm down, gather your thoughts, then go to your brother. Yeah. Right, and that's what the Lord himself does. And we go prove it. Get Exodus 32, verse 7. Right, because the Lord almost destroyed Israel out of his anger, the entire nation. But he gathered his thoughts, and he said, no, I'm not going to do that, pretty much. But we're going to bring it out.
The book of Exodus.
Now, again, this is written for our understanding, because the Lord already, but bring it out.
The book of Exodus, chapter 32, verse 7. And the Lord said unto Moses, Go, get thee down, for thy people, which thou broughtest out of the land of Egypt, have corrupted themselves.
Read.
Slakia. They have turned aside quickly out of the way which I command them. They have made them a molten calf and have worshipped it.
Right, so they went the hell off, man. As soon as Moses went in the mount, they said, we don't know what happened to him, but we finna get us a god, man. And they made a damn cow, man. Bring it up. It's off, man. A golden cow. Right, bring it out.
And have sacrificed thereunto and said, These be thy gods, O Israel, which have brought thee up out of the land of Egypt.
That's simple as hell, man. You just create something and then say, this the God that brought us out of Egypt. It makes no sense, man. Right, read on.
Verse 9. And the Lord said unto Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people.
Right, read.
Verse 10. Now therefore, let me alone.
Right, now, hey, man, leave me alone, man. I know what I'm finna do with them. Right, read.
Now therefore, let me alone, that my wrath may wax hot against them.
So the Lord was furious, pissed off, angry, wrathful. Right, read.
And that I may consume them, and I will make of thee a great nation.
Right, so he basically, out of his anger, said, look, man, I'm going to consume the Israelites, and out of your seed line, Moses, I'm going to make a great nation. But Moses kind of pleaded our case, and the Lord calmed down, like, all right. But see, the Lord, he didn't judge us out of his anger, though, because if he judged us out of his anger, we wouldn't be here, man. Right, so we can't be judging and correcting people out of our anger, right?
Hey, Moses was Levi. He's a lawyer. He's kind of pleading our case, man. Here he is before the judge. Now, hold up, Lord. Hey, kind of bargaining, man. In righteousness.
That's all I wanted in that. That the Lord didn't judge us out his anger, so we can't judge out of ours, man.
Right.
The Lord is long suffering.
Right.
Long suffering.
Very. Imagine if the Lord acted out of his anger. Imagine if the Lord acted out of his emotions. And the whole earth, he would have probably he would have blew the earth up by now. You know how much disrespect he get, man?
Yeah.
It say all flesh would be cut off, but for the elect's sake.
Yeah.
And that's what the Lord did to the old world, man. He destroyed them by way of a flood. He got fed up and just took all of them out of the way. Right? And only saved Noah and his sons.
This is somebody got a precept?
Yeah, I got a precept.
You got it.
Sirach chapter 28, verse 7. Right? Right. So brothers bringing it out, man. So abstain from strife. Sirach chapter 28, verse 7. You don't want to bear hatred and malice towards your brother. Matter of fact, start at Sirach chapter 28, verse 1.
The book
This
of
also
Sirach.
goes hand in hand with not holding grudges, right? And not being not holding grudges. You got it, brother.
The book of Sirach, chapter 28, verse 1.
Right.
He that revengeth shall find vengeance from the Lord.
Right. If you take vengeance upon yourself, the Lord said you're going to find vengeance from him. Right? If you take matters into your own hands and say, look, I'm just go out there and kill the so-called white man right now. Hey, brother, you're going to get jammed up because you're not waiting upon the Lord. As it states in Zephaniah 3 and 8. Right? Read on.
And he will surely keep his sins in remembrance.
And the Lord said he's going to keep your sins in remembrance. Right? If you don't want to forgive your neighbor for the sins that he have done unto you, the Lord not going to forgive you. Right? Hey, your neighbor might have committed adultery with your wife. Hey, you still got to forgive him. Now, that might say I'm crazy. Brother, that brother gotta go. No, brother, you gotta be patient, man. You got to be forbearing. And it might be tough, man. That's going to be tough. To forgive a man that did something like that.
Now, you don't got to talk to him. You don't got to shalom him.
Yeah.
You don't got to hug that man play spades with him.
Nope.
But,
you got to, in your spirit, you got to forgive him.
Yeah, you can't hold on to that and harbor that anger. He did this. Every time you look at your wife, or, now she's going after that point. She's every time you think about it, you ball up your fist and you start punching walls.
Yeah, you can't do that because that's going to bug you out. Yeah, right. A lot of men bug out over that, man. They kill themselves.
Yeah,
right.
They do.
Yeah, they might punch holes in walls, right? Tear down their household, right? Commit murder, right? They do a lot of things, man. Yeah. It's more than that. I see a lot of hands up. It's more than that.
Sirach chapter 28, verse 2.
Right.
Forgive thy neighbor the hurt that he hath done unto thee.
Plain upon tables. Forgive thy neighbor the hurt that he hath done unto you. Sometimes your neighbor will hurt you, man. Right? He might call you out your name.
Yeah.
Right? He may lie. He may steal from you. It's bad, man. Somebody steal from you. Then to help you look for the thing that he have stolen. Yeah. It's in his back pocket. Right? You just had $500 on the bed. Now it's not there no more.
Talking about where you have it last.
Yeah, right.
I think I saw it on the bed.
Yeah, right.
Right. I saw it on the bed. Forgive thy neighbor the hurt that he hath done unto thee. So shall thy sins also be forgiven when thou prayest.
And the Lord said he's going to forgive your sins when you pray. Just think about it. If the Most High held all your sins accountable, hey, man, you would be destroyed, man.
Yeah.
Right? You would have been taken out of the way years ago. Right? Because we all, brothers may have committed adultery. Right? Brothers may have murdered their brother. Right? Got tattoos everywhere. Right? We did a lot of wicked things in the world.
Yeah.
We had no knowledge of sin. We were just fully consumed in our lust and flesh. Right? Read on.
Verse 3. One man beareth hatred against another, and doth he seek pardon from the Lord? He sheweth no mercy to a man which is like himself.
Right? This man is just like you. Right? Y'all each other equal. So how you not gonna show mercy to a man, right? And he's just like you.
That's right.
Right? You have done bad things in the world. Right? You have committed sins. Right? And you want the Lord to seek, you want to seek mercy from the Lord so he can forgive you. Right? Keep reading.
Verse 25. It's like in verse 5.
Right.
If he that is but flesh nourisheth hatred, who will entreat for a pardon of his sins?
Keep reading.
Verse 6. Remember thy end, and let enmity cease.
Right? Enmity means hostility. So the Lord said you got to let all that cease. That anger, that fury, that hostility, you got to let those emotions cease. Read on.
Remember thy end and let enmity cease. Remember corruption and death, and abide in the commandments.
And do what?
And abide in the commandments.
So you got to abide in the commandments. Leviticus 19 and 17 and 18. Right? Love thy neighbor as thyself. And if you always angry and mad at your neighbor, that's not love, man. Right? You can't say you love somebody, but you always angry with them.
Right.
Right? You always cussing them out. You always calling them out their name. That's not real love, man. Okay? And we got to be like that amongst each other. We got to love each other. Not, you got to love each other in word and in deed.
Yeah, no holding secret anger. You should you dap up the brother real hard because you still angry with him and breaking his fist. Brother.
Or every time you get upset with the brother, you bringing up something that happened 3 years ago.
Remember you did that? Nah, I forgot about it, but remember you did that?
Yeah.
Jake, man.
Hey, brothers actually do that, man.
Yeah.
You said I lied. You said this. You said that. Well, hold on, brother. That was 5 years ago, right? Then you could get on the brother. Hey, brother, you keep talking about that, man. You going off, brother. Right? Hey, reproach not a man that turneth from sin. Right? You can't keep bringing up past things, man. Right?
Imagine the Lord came to you by night in a dream and in a vision. Remember you did this. You put your head down like, oh, I'm sorry, Lord.
Hey, Jake, you do stuff every day, man.
Yeah.
You might, Jake got secret faults, man. Right? You may have ate some damn pork. You didn't know it was pork in something. Right? Or damn, whatever the hell. Right? You don't know. That's why we got to ask the Lord to cleanse us from our secret faults.
That's right.
But what if the Lord held you accountable for all them secret things that you did, man? Right? You would be destroyed. You would be taken out of the way easily. Right? With a snap of the finger, man. You got it.
It says 2 Samuel 2:24.
God.
God.
Yeah, verse 7, yep.
Verse 7, Sirach 28 and 7. Remember the commandments and bear no malice to thy neighbor.
Don't bear malice to your neighbor, man. Right? Please don't bear malice to your neighbor.
Right,
You gotta
right.
plead to Jake. Brother, don't do it, man.
Yeah. That's
Right?
facts.
Malice. Look up that word malice, brother. Right? You gotta look up the definitions in this thing. You can't just read over words and say, okay.
Just
Right? And you don't know what this talking about.
Making up your own definition, malice. It sounds close to mice. Maybe it's this.
Right, maybe it's equal, maybe no, brother. So you gotta look up the word. So malice, it say the intention or desire to do evil, ill will. Right, so you can't meditate evil upon your neighbor. Damn, you literally sitting in the corner meditating on how you gonna murder your neighbor, man. Right, or meditating how to, set up a plot and scheme to get your neighbor jammed up. Right. I believe that's in what's that, man? Zephaniah. Give me Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 3.
All right, go.
All right, just get it for me. Zephaniah 2 and 3. That's probably what I want. Where it say, they have not imagined evil to his neighbor.
Is that it?
Nah, that's not it. You know what I'm talking about, Damn, 8 and 17, that's it? All right, go to it. Yep, exactly.
Zechariah chapter 8, verse 17. And let none of you imagine evil in your hearts against his neighbor.
Plain upon tables. Don't imagine evil in your hearts against your neighbor. Right? Don't imagine how to kill your neighbor. Don't imagine how to lie on your neighbor and get him jammed up. Right? Don't imagine how to steal from your neighbor. Read on.
And love no false oath. For all these are things that I hate, said the Lord.
See that? The Lord said he hate that, man. And that's deep. For the Lord to hate something, that's deep right there. Right? The Lord hate proud look, lying lips, feet that be swift to running to evil. a proud look. The Lord hates all these things, but he also hates a man that imagine evil in his heart to his neighbor.
And that's a sin because the foolishness of thoughts is sin. Because your heart is your mind. You know, you can't think with your heart. You think with your mind. So if you imagine an evil against your neighbor, hey, that's a foolish thought. Therefore, you sinning against the Lord. And now the Lord hates you.
Got a precept. Book of Proverbs, chapter 20, and verse 3. Proverbs 20, and verse 3. Bring that up. Matter of fact, start at 1.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 20, verse 1.
All right, this goes into anger as well. Bring it up.
And it reads, wine is a mocker, strong drink is raging.
Right, that's why you can't always just be off the strong drink, man. Because now you just going to be a rager, man. Because you got angry drunks in this thing, man.
Yeah.
If you know you an angry drunk, man, don't be drinking down hen dog all day,
Right,
man.
hen dog.
That's lucky. That's usually how arguments start.
Drinking Taylor Port.
Yeah, people be drunk.
You got drunk Israelites, man. Right? They all at the party. They laughing. And then they get to drinking. They get that strong drink up in them. And somebody say one wrong thing and all hell break loose.
One little bump. What you doing, nigga?
Yeah, one.
You know.
So like one little disagreement about sports.
Yeah, that's how it be, man. They
yeah.
disagreeing about sports. Everybody drunk, and all hell break loose.
They say in the world, if you hear Jake say, "Oh yeah," you know that means all hell about to break loose.
Or
the party. Oh
or
yeah.
If they say what?
Right. What? I air it out.
All right, keep reading in that real fast.
Even when you start drinking, right, that truth start coming out. That stuff you started holding back.
Yeah. So you got them holding them grudges. You start hell start breaking loose.
Everything just start coming out.
Yeah.
You did this. I remember when you did this. Man, don't talk to me because you did this. Right? You ain't know you said all that stuff.
Chaos.
Like all that stuff just coming out. But,
Yeah.
hey, just pouring out. You started drinking.
And then you got women in the midst of all
Yeah,
that.
they watching and they recording it.
Instigating.
Yeah. Yeah, I seen that too.
Yep. Yeah, they got beer, wine, and spirits, man.
Yeah, why spirits attached to it? You see that? Are you talking about Duce?
They put a spirit in that.
Yeah, you talking about Duce, right? Keep reading in that.
Proverbs 20:01. Wine is a mocker, strong drink is raging.
Right?
And whosoever is deceived thereby is not wise.
Right. If you deceived by those things, you're just not a wise man, right? Keep reading.
The fear of a king is as the roaring. It's like is as the roaring of a lion.
Right?
Whoso provoketh him to anger sinneth against his own soul.
Right. That's going into being temperate, self-controlled. You don't feed into a king's anger. He got power to kill you. Right? Keep reading.
Verse 3. It is an honor for a man to cease from strife.
It's an honor to cease from strife. Right? Like David, man. Like David killed tens and thousands of men. Right? But at the end of the day, he still spared his brother that hated him. Right. So being a so-called tough guy and always quick to want to fight your brother, that don't make you honorable. That don't make you a wise. That don't make you a mighty man. Right? David wasn't mighty because he was quick to kill his brother. Right? Keep reading.
But every fool will be meddling.
Right? And then I want to get on the sisters too, man. Get Proverbs 21, verse 19. Right? Because, hey, man, nobody want to deal with an angry woman, man. Right? Just yakking and yakking, man. Right? Bring it up.
Quick to anger. Right? A
Man,
lot of women out there quick to anger.
Yeah, that's the curses with Israel.
You say one thing, right, and all hell break loose.
I'd rather deal with an angry man.
Right?
Like, yeah, I'd rather deal with an angry man than an angry woman any day. All right, bring it up.
Yeah, Jake not going to scratch you. Jake not going to kind of spit in your food or something, you know.
Like, when we talk about bringing up old stuff, nobody going to do that more than an angry woman, man.
They get that plunger and they bring up old shit.
Go.
They ain't going to let nothing go.
What they do?
We done had that conversation. We done apologize. And then you talking about something from months ago, man.
Right.
Because whatever, man.
Yeah,
you
didn't pick up that one thing on the floor.
you didn't pick up
that sock.
You ain't pick up that sock, so now she bringing up Tasha from the world. Your brother's bringing.
You didn't put the cap on the toothpaste right.
Right.
So, yeah, now he talking about Tasha with that spirit, man.
Like the floor wet in the bathroom, right? Yeah, Eve would get mad at that, man.
All hell started breaking loose.
And that's Satan.
Yeah, bring that out, man. 21-19.
21:19.
Right?
It is better to dwell in the wilderness than with a contentious and angry woman.
Right. So the Lord said it's better to live out in the forest with a makeshift tent, right? Got to eat berries off the ground than to live with a contentious, argumentative, angry woman, man. That's what the Lord said. And that's true, man. Right? If you ain't got peace in your own house, it's over, man.
Yeah.
Right? It's over with, man.
So, like, the woman's supposed to be the pillar of rest, man.
Yeah.
Right? You don't want to go in a house and it just feel evil, man. Right? Your woman mad, she mugging you, right? She ignoring you, right? She doing everything evil, man. You're not going to want to dwell in that house, right? Or she kind of throw up her dukes, trying to fight you, trying to choke you the hell
Throwing
out.
stuff, man. All hell can break loose in these
Hey, 'cause
households, man.
nobody closer to you than your woman, you know.
Exactly. It's like, man, look, man, we already hated by our own brothers. We already hated by Esau, right? Everybody hate us, man. And we Israelites in this truth. So we the most hated individuals on the planet.
Yeah.
The last thing you want to do is to deal with a contentious, angry woman, man.
Yeah.
Right? So you sisters got to quit being angry, man. Quit being quick to be angry, right? Because your duty is to be a pillar of rest to your husband.
And so, like, no one is more bickering than the so-called black woman, you know. The voice all bickering. You don't want to hear that, man. You know, it's all irritating. It's all high pitched, you know.
Yeah,
Keep
man.
saying the same thing over and over.
Yeah, they say the same thing over and over, over and over. Like, dude.
Literally.
That's why you say it's better to deal with an angry brother. Like, we might just get into fight real quick and it's over with.
Yeah.
That brother went the hell off, but it is what it is. A woman, you ain't finna, what the hell she just gonna use her mouth.
And she'll hurt your feelings. She'll try to hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
Jake won't hurt your feelings.
Yeah,
She'll
yeah.
probably hurt you.
Yeah.
You get into it. You see Salakia. You go home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Say,
woman, she gonna hit you where it hurt. And that's why your mom on crack. Like,
Oh,
that spirit, man.
Remember
I'm
when you
telling
was
you,
sick,
man.
nigga.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like it, man.
man.
What, you got cancer, nigga? Like,
Man up.
Eve say that kind of stuff, man.
Yeah, you ain't no good, man. You don't
Yeah,
got
you
no
ain't
job or
nothing.
Man up.
Yeah,
Right?
man up. I'm more
You
man
don't
than you.
want to hear that from your woman. Right?
Your Eve telling you I'm more man than you.
Hey, but a woman, they'll show you patience though. Like really, like you got to be real patient with Eve, man.
Yeah.
You know, dealing with women that's gonna create that patience in you, man.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's gonna come a time where you just you don't want to argue with your woman, man. Right? You're tired of going back and forth. You just say, okay.
You got it.
Proverbs 15:1, turn away wrath. So that's that patience, man. Because, I always say you can't fight emotion with emotion.
Yeah.
That's all hell breaks
And
loose.
Salaki, that's you not being a simp if you just say, okay, you got it.
Yeah,
Right? That's you just being wise, man. You don't want to deal with that bickering back and forth. Take you out the spirit. Now you didn't study that day, right? Or now you didn't read your precepts because you all out the spirit, man. So yeah, man, you gotta, learn patience in His truth, man. And woman will teach you that, brother.
They
That's
say give not your power over to any man.
yeah.
Not your son, your wife. You know.
Give not that strength to a woman. Proverbs 31:3.
Eve was trying to get into me one day, and I said, I'm going to pray and read real quick. And she got mad. She got even more mad. That's off. Brother got a point.
Whenever you get into it with your woman, just say, look, let's pray together. Let's pray.
I said that too. She still got mad. Isn't that wicked?
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, but Eve might do that though. I don't want to pray with you right now.
Brother, go ahead.
25 and 24. I got that precept. It says, it is better to dwell in the corner of a housetop than with a brawling woman and in a wide house, man. Right, like the brother brought, that's a beautiful precept, man. You get in the corner, you in the goddamn attic, man. You dwelling in the damn attic is better than being in a mansion with a brawling woman, man. Because like I said, Eve, they'll throw stuff, man, curse you out, breaks. Brothers be catching hell, man, and especially in the world.
Yeah.
Eve be
That's why
all
it's
hell
good to
breaks.
just go in another room or go out for a walk or get in a car, drive to your brother's house, man. You don't have to keep yourself subjected under that. Y'all keep going back and forth. Y'all in the same room arguing with each other. Brother, just go in the next room, man. right? Save yourself from some energy.
I'm gonna let brothers know a secret. You're not gonna win an argument with a woman. We gonna tell you that secret now. You're not winning the argument,
Nah.
brother.
It's gonna be
Like,
0-30.
you're not winning the argument, brother. Just step out of the house, brother. You're not winning, man. You're not winning the verbal with your woman. It's over, man.
And you're not gonna get the last word.
Nah,
Get
forget
the
about
last
it.
word. You're not gonna get your logic across.
Yeah.
Take your logic, throw that in the trash, and just walk out the house.
You gotta put your pride to the side.
If you thought you was gonna get the last word, hey, now you know you're not. Now you know.
Because that's not happening.
You got it, brother. You got it, Abad.
Abad.
You got it, brother. Con.
Bring it out, King. Damn, brother's bringing it out. That's a good one. Brother's bringing it out.
Proverbs chapter 27, verse 15. A continual dropping in a very rainy day and a contentious woman are alike. Same way that rain keep dropping, she
It's
keep
annoying as hell.
keep coming back at you. Keep saying
That's what
something.
it said. It's annoying. That doop, 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 all day. Like, what the hell, man?
Right.
Damn. You see that? Because I got stories too, man. The one that I was with in the world was wicked, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I mean. Throwing stuff. I'm telling you, man. All hell was breaking loose, man. Literally, man. All hell was breaking loose, man. Like that damn slash a tire spirit, man.
Yeah,
So I advise no brother to be subject to any of that, man.
Bust the windows out your car.
That spirit. She had that kind of spirit.
So, like, my supervisor told me he don't wear keychains about his neck because his ex-wife tried to kill him. Right? She tried to choke him out with the keychain.
Yeah, man. Little girl, you 5'1", trying to damn fight with me all the time.
Got a precept.
Fight,
got
bro.
one. God. Give me
Wicked.
Proverbs chapter 17, verse 27. Yep. So this stuff is traumatic for Jake, man.
That stuff is real, man. Damn, traumatized by that relationship. I'm telling you, man. That contentious woman, boy. No, they said brawling woman, man.
Yeah.
Literally, like,
Fighting.
they want to try to fight, man. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's all.
The hell? That was wicked, man. I'm telling you, man. Jake don't want to
Proverbs 17:27.
The book of Proverbs.
That's like, I just want to make one more point. Even with that situation, like, I literally stay at work longer, man. This before the truth, so I ain't know the script. I would stay at work longer. That, like, it's no peace in the house dealing with that, man. I would literally stay at work longer. Like, damn, I got to go back to the crib. Damn. Yeah, man.
I had to deal with that all my life, man.
Yeah.
That's all my mother is, man.
Damn,
Hey, my father did that, man. One day we was, me and my sisters was walking back from the store. We ran across, sitting in the car. We were like, "What the hell are you doing?" He said, "Hey, don't tell your mom. Don't tell your mother." I said, "It was like, all right." Now, I didn't, at the time you young, you don't know what's going on. I said, "All right, okay." Now, later on, I was like, "Oh, okay. I see why you were saying that."
Bring it out to the side.
This Proverbs 17:27.
Yep.
He that hath knowledge spareth his words.
Right, so you got the knowledge of the scriptures, you got to spare your words, especially when you're dealing with a woman, right? Spare your words, brother. It's going to save you a lot of, it's going to save you all that arguments. It's going to save you, that energy, man, right? Keep reading.
And a man of understanding is of an excellent spirit.
Keep reading.
Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise.
Even a foolish man, as long as he know how to hold his speech, he's counted as wise, right? Now, this man could be a complete idiot, man.
Yeah.
Don't know no scriptures.
Hold
think
the Bible.
God loves everybody.
Can't hold the
But
Bible
he held
right.
his peace for a minute. They said, this is a wise man, Keep reading.
I got the Bible with it. Verse 28. Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise, and he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding.
Right, so sometimes you just got to shut your lips, man.
Yeah. You got to tell yourself that sometimes. Shut up.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Not be
Shut
not
up.
hasty
Be
in this
quiet.
thing.
right?
Right? And your woman might say, shut up, man.
Oh, man.
it's
Oh, hell be breaking loose.
yeah. And you know somebody tell you shut up, you don't want to shut up.
Yeah, man.
You know, you want to go back and forth.
Yeah.
It make you want to talk more, but hey,
Eating, they
Yeah.
perfect with the mouth, man. So you gotta just leave. I'm telling you, just leave.
You gotta
man.
be the bigger person, man. Let's
yeah,
get
that's yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Sirach chapter 33.
And that's easier said than done.
Yeah, it's easier said than done. Yeah.
We can say this all day, but hey, something you gotta pray for that, boy.
Yeah, that's a gift from the Lord to be temperate.
Yeah. Sirach chapter 33, and I start at verse 18. Hear me, O ye great men of the people, and hearken with your ears, ye rulers of the congregation. Right? This for the brothers out here, man. Right? Give not thy son and wife, thy brother and friend power over thee while thou livest, and give not thy goods to another, lest it repent thee, and thou entreat for the same again. Right? So it say not to give your power over into nobody, man.
Yeah.
You got to be temperate, man. You got to be self-willed, man.
Yeah, and when you argue with somebody, that's like you giving your power to them.
Exactly.
You know, they in your head now, right?
And that's something I used to always say in the world. I'm like, nobody can make you mad,
But you,
but you.
yeah, that's
Nobody
true.
can make you angry, but you.
Jake, you got to realize you're responsible for your actions, right? No one can make you do something. You know, you're your own person. You're your own spirit, man. And if you make and allow somebody, you know, to get you upset, then you don't have control over your spirit. They have more control over you than you do yourself. So you got to think of it like that, man.
God.
Verse-
You say keep reading, yeah.
Verse 20. As long as thou livest and hast breath in thee, give not thyself over to any.
Right.
For
Right.
better. Oh,
That's it
yeah.
on
Yeah, give not thyself over to any. Don't give yourself over to damn arguments, man. Right? Right? Every brother should make that their challenge, not to argue. Right? Not to go back and forth with people, man. Right? As long as you're on the highways and byways, you know, things happen. We go back and forth with the heathen righteously. That's different. Right? But when you're in the comfort of your own home, you're in your day-to-day walk, when you're dealing with your brothers, right? Make it a challenge not to argue. Make it a challenge not to get upset, man. Right? Make it a challenge to be temperate and patient and peaceful.
Kind. And you sisters too out there that's listening and watching.
You woman.
Right? Don't be evil to your man. Right? Don't provoke him to anger.
Right?
And things like that, man.
Or your children. Right? Sisters, don't be evil to your children. Right? Damn, abusing your children, getting upset because they might be crying or something. Right? Just be patient, man. Right? Straight up and down.
Because that's going to save you the time and peace, man. Right?
Kind of for your own spirit. Because you getting angry, it's I mean, nobody can make you mad but you.
Right.
So sisters, I know y'all emotions all over the place, but don't let his sock being on the floor get you angry, man. And start an argument. And then bring up stuff from 3 years ago.
Yeah, give me 1 Timothy's 1 and 7. 2 Timothy's 1 and 7. Right? Got you, Kane. Right? There's always a way you can approach people. Right? And sometimes it's not about what you say, it's how you say it, man. Right? You can't say things so roughly all the time. You know?
I got that precept too.
You know, this goes for the men and the women. Right? Because some, you know, you probably don't even mean it, but it's just the way you say things.
Right.
Can offend somebody. Right? Give me 2 Timothy's 1 and 7 up.
The book of 2 Timothy, chapter 1, verse 7.
Right?
For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind.
Right? So when you don't deal with anger and fury, you have a sound mind. Right? We should all seek to have a sound mind in these last days. Right? You have peace within yourself, man. Don't let nobody disturb your peace, man. Because if you do that, you're going to be out the spirit. That's going to lead to other sins, man. Right? You got it, brother. Ephesians 4:26.
4:26.
It's the class.
Classic.
And I got a precept too.
Wrap up in a minute.
Be ye angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath.
Beautiful. Be angry and sin not. Because it's not a sin to be angry. That's an emotion that the Lord gave us. but you can't let the sun go down upon your wrath. You can't let that anger lead you to doing something stupid, man.
Salaki, yeah, that's like you said, that's going into holding a grudge. But we just read the example with the Most High. He didn't let the anger go upon his wrath and just destroy all Israel. And now that will make the Lord go off because he made a promise to Abraham, right? So he had to, not let the anger set upon his wrath. But it's not a sin that he got mad and said, "Look, I'm gonna just destroy all Israel and make you a nation, Moses."
Yeah.
But that's out his anger.
Yeah, you're going to get upset at things, man. It's life. Just like you're going to get happy. You're going to get sad sometimes. But guess what? You got to know how to control those emotions and not let those emotions affect you in a way that's negative.
Right? Because we at war, man. And if you let your emotions control you, you're going to give place to the devil, man. And he going to have his will over you, man. And he going to destroy you.
Yeah, because when you angry, you're not thinking straight. Even professional boxers will tell you that, man. Right? They got to, basically channel that anger, man. Right? They don't just take it out in one fight. They got to kind of control their emotions because when you angry, you're not thinking straight, man. Right? So you got to kind of cool off, be calm, be collective, things of that nature.
And that's why they talk trash in sports, basketball, football, boxing, to try to get in your head and your emotions.
Yeah.
When they mic you up, you hear them talking, John, I'm on your boy, or they trying to get your emotions riled up. So
I'm
you
in
ain't
your head.
thinking
I'm in your head.
Yeah.
Right? And then now you can't shoot that jump shot. Right now you're fouling out. Right? You're getting teased. And then the ref kind of do this. Get out of there, man. All because you let that man get in your head. Yep. Yeah.
But
So
if brothers play football, they talk the most smack there.
man.
And I had Jake tell me something like, it wasn't even Jake, it was Esau. He saying something racist. I got your boy. Something like that. And, you can't, you got to stay in the spirit.
you got to deal with it. You got to deal with it. It's all mental, man.
Most junk in football.
It's all mental.
He said, yeah, I messed with your mom last night. I'm making it PG, but, we heard it all.
Right.
You
can't check me. You can't check me at all.
Like Jordan and all that, they used to talk junk. You see Allen Iverson stepped over my man. Like,
yeah.
That's getting in your head. Like,
you a baby,
man. You kind of.
You'll be pissed, man. But you gotta
Step
control those emotions so you can still continue in the game.
We in the game right now, man.
We're in the game.
Imagine if we let all the scoffers get to us at camp.
Oh yeah.
We be
That
out
throw
there
off your
fighting.
whole lesson. That throw off your whole lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah, it won't be edifying no more because you're not grabbing no precepts, right? And then all hell will break loose. Next thing you know, you put the Bible down and say, "What's up? Let's go. We can do it right here, right now." Yeah. So yeah, man, you gotta stay in the spirit.
And what benefit is that to us? Let me get my last precept.
Yeah, I got one.
James chapter 1, verse 19. Or I'm going to start at 19. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, right? Yeah. Slow to speak, slow to wrath. So you got to be slow to wrath, slow to speak, and slow to hear. And that show you that you patient, Let's continue to verse 20. For the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of God. Right? Because, you being angry is not going to benefit you at the end of the day, man. Right? What if we got angry at all the scoffers? We wouldn't be doing the work of the Lord, man.
Wouldn't even go out there.
Exactly.
I got my last closing precept.
But they said we don't have no jobs. We might as well not go out there no more.
That's wicked. All right, Sirach 20:1. It says, there is a reproof that is not comely. Again, some man holdeth his tongue, and he is wise. So it's certain reproofs that's not comely, man. Right? So it's like you say, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So you got to watch how you say certain things because there's certain reproofs that's not comely. Sometimes you hold your tongue and you count it wise, right? It's dependent on the discernment of the situation.
Con. Right. Let's one more precept and closing out.
Jeremiah 3:12.
Bring it out.
That's a good one. Bring it up.
Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 12. Go and proclaim these words toward the north and say, return thou backsliding Israel, saith the Lord, and I will not cause mine anger to fall upon you. For I am merciful, said the Lord, and I will not keep anger forever.
Right. So, hey, you can't be angry forever, man. Right. The Lord, and you got to follow Yahweh at the end of the day. And the Lord said, I'm not angry forever. I'm merciful. So be merciful to your brothers. Be merciful to your sisters, to your children, to your wife, to your husband. Right. Be merciful. Don't be angry forever.
Right. And that's why the Lord said, provoke not your children to anger too. You know, you can't just mess around with your kids, tell them to do ridiculous tasks. You know, you call your kid, give me the remote. And the remote's right here in your hands right here. You know, my parents did that to me. That'll provoke them to wrath. That's off.
In Colossians, it say, provoke not your children to wrath.
Yeah.
It's going to discourage them.